guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Spirit, aka Sabythesimmer. I hope you're doing well this Thursday. Happy Thursday. I feel like this week has gone by very, very quickly. Like, I can't believe it's actually Thursday. It's Friday tomorrow. What the hell? Like, why is the week gone so quick? Anyway, yeah, I overestimated how long I thought the video would be if I put this footage with Tuesday's footage. So I'm very annoyed at myself because I could have put this in one speed build. It didn't need to be two parts. I am so annoyed that I did this. Apologies, guys, because it didn't need to be two parts because this part is not super long. I felt like I was building this build for so long that in my mind, I thought the footage would be as long as it was to build. But turns out it wasn't. Turns out it's pretty average size build for me. Like, my speed builds are quite long anyway because I take a while to build. I'm quite indecisive. It takes me a while to figure out what items I want, what items I don't want to include. And yeah, so I overestimated how long this video would be, when actually it probably would have been like maybe 40 minutes with screenshots, I think. Maybe. So yeah, I know for next time to just edit the whole video and see how long it is and then decide to break it up if need be. But yeah, here we are. We live, we learn, all that good stuff. But yes, this is the inside of the bakers / gardeners house. This is the main bathroom downstairs, I believe. Is this the main? No. This is the this is the ensuite for the grandparents. So there's 4 bathrooms in total. Downstairs has a 4 bathroom as well. And I think that's what you saw me doing a minute ago. I can't actually remember. And I just copied and pasted because it was the same size. And then I just like edited things around. Because that's what I tend to do. Like, bathrooms are very repetitive. I normally only show you guys one bathroom because I literally use the same items in every bathroom. Maybe if it's like a main bathroom, I won't put so many details in it. I might just keep it kind of clean and simple. But if it's like a bathroom that's like an ensuite, I'll tend to add little details in to make it seem like it's a personal like bathroom, or it's a bathroom that's been used on a regular basis by specific sims or whatever. So yeah, that was the grandparents' bathroom. That's an ensuite. All the rooms have an ensuite basically, except for the master. The master bedroom isn't technically attached to the bathroom, but the bathroom is literally just like across the hall essentially from them. So as I said in the last video, that I did have to like move things around, so like the position of things, how you see them in the speed build, are different to how you see them in the screenshots. But I'll talk about that when we get upstairs to the bedrooms. But this is the kitchen. It was very, very big. I did not realize how big this house was until I had to finish it. Then I got kind of overwhelmed and thought, this is such a big kitchen, big living room. What the hell do I do with all this space? So I did. In the end, I was okay. Like, I was happy with the way it turned out. I liked the fact that I could have a big island in, because I don't always have big islands in my builds because I don't normally have the space for it. But this time around, I had the space for it, so I'm happy with the way that that's going. And yeah, I'm back on stream this week. I had last week off. I had last week off filming videos as well. I totally didn't even mention that in Tuesday's video. I say yesterday, like yesterday wasn't Wednesday and not Tuesday, but the week has gone so quickly. I feel so confused as to what the days are. But yes, I'm back on stream, back to filming YouTube videos. I feel like when that time of month comes, I just have zero motivation, zero strength and concentration to do anything. So I say that, but I've been doing a lot of base game building. I tried to do a base game like save file from like on my laptop, and I started it and I got through pretty much a lot of Newcrest and then got bored and didn't want to do any more base game builds. So I'm going to upload those builds I've done to the gallery soon. So there's going to be a bunch of base game builds on my gallery for you guys to download if you want to. And what I did was, like, I would build a house and then I would literally just copy it to another lot in the same neighborhood. So if there was 2 20 by 15 lots in Newcrest, I copied the same build and put it onto the next 20 by 15 lot and basically just changed the color of things slightly, because I wanted it to feel realistic. Like, in a neighborhood, you'd have a lot of homes that look the same. You might just have a different color door. Maybe the siding on your house might be different to your neighbors. Things like that. Like, things are slightly different, but for the most part, like, all the houses look the same because all built at the same time, right? So I kind of went with that whole process with me trying to make that save file. I'll get back to it and like start building again, but it was for me just to play in. Like, I just wanted builds that I could create and like create the storylines for the people I wanted, the sims I wanted in the save and things like that. So it was for my own gameplay. So that's why I think I got a bit like, okay, I'm over it now when it got to like Newcrest. I mean, when it got to like Willow Creek and Oyster Springs. But I'll eventually get back to it. I did like a gym, a library, and bar, I think I did as well, and a park. I did 2 parks actually. So yeah, I'll upload those to the gallery for you guys and you can see them. And I did like an apartment as well for like Willow Creek, and an apartment for Newcrest. Like, I had a lot of fun building apartments and like decorating apartments and stuff. So yeah, that's all coming to the gallery as well real soon. I didn't film it, so there's no speed builds for it, but yeah, I hope you don't mind that. But it was just like building in my own time, things I wanted to do. I didn't realize until I saw the screenshots how the plant on the dining table isn't like merged in together. I can't remember who it is that I saw build, but I saw someone build and they like will just duplicate the plant and turn it round, and it makes the plants look a lot more fuller and just a bit more interesting. And also they're not so one-dimensional, because like if you're on one side of the dining table you can see the flowers, on the other side you see in the back of the plant. So I kind of like the idea of like just adding two of the plants and like merging them in together, but like turning them around, so it kind of gives the impression that the plant is a lot fuller. But in the screenshot you can kind of see where they don't line up, and I was like, oh, that's annoying me. But at the same time, I don't think it's really gonna bother you guys that much. When I posted this up to the gallery, I got some really sweet comments on the gallery. So if you ever want to download my build or use my builds in your own gameplay, please do leave a comment on the gallery. I really do appreciate it, and it's really nice to read that people were enjoying this build, and someone said that they literally just got the Sims because it was free, and like this is a perfect kind of build for them. And that was great to hear, because I did have in mind like people who start the game because the base game is now free. I did have that in mind, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but because I play as well as I build, I know there's some builders out here who don't really play, they just build, but because I play as well, I'm very conscious of how I build when it comes to gameplay. I don't like my Sims to be stuck. I like my builds to be as playable as possible. So sometimes there's a lot of space left in my builds, but that's because I think of things like if you have seasons and you want to add a Christmas tree, I never have space for a Christmas tree in my builds because I don't always remember to bear in mind that you're going to need some space for that. But like realistically in your house, like you might move things around, or like you just have space in your house anyway. Not every corner of the house is like decorated to, you know, the max. So I have to bear that in mind. But I bear kind of gameplay in mind a lot when I build, so I'm glad that that kind of is in my mind when I'm building, because then if you are new to the game, you don't have to worry about moving things or figuring out why certain things don't work. So I try to bear that in mind when I am building. But the living room I struggled with so much because I didn't know what to put in there, because I was like, what in a living room can represent a baker or a gardener? So I ended up just putting the bonsai tree in there because that's all I could think of. But the bedroom is very, the living room is very simple. There's space left on the walls to like add your own family photos and things like that, which I always like to do. I don't like to fill up every wall because sometimes it gets repetitive. There's only so many things you can use in the base game. But also the fact that I want space for you to like add your own portraits and family photos and stuff, because those are the cute details you can add into the Sims. I love doing that. The only thing though, whenever I move on to another generation, I just have a bunch of photos from the last generation, and I'm like, you would have, you know, your grandparents' photos and stuff in the family, but there's so many photos that I take. Like I'll take them when they're toddlers and all different stages, and then after a while I'll be like, okay, I've just got photos that maybe I won't need in a new house with a new generation. But yeah, it's just a random thought that I had. But this is like the entryway, and originally it was all closed off. I can't remember if I showed you me changing that in the last part of the speed build, but I opened it up and just did this area as a playroom, also like a bit of a study area for the child, and I just brought in a bunch of toys because the bedroom isn't super big, that the child's bedroom isn't very big, so I thought this would be a good space for the child to play in and do homework and stuff, but then their room is just for them to chill and sleep basically, and I didn't know what else to do with this space. So like this is the kind of like walkway in between the front door, the living space, there's the office as well, there's the bathroom as well that you would have seen me furnish, and then also the outside. And because it's a wraparound porch, you get like a really good lighting because like there's just windows everywhere basically. And yeah, I really enjoyed like doing this little area. I struggled with placements as to where to put everything, and I'm always like pushing things against walls, and sometimes I really want to like experiment a bit more, like put things in the middle of the room or do things differently, but I'm just so used to my ways. But I will eventually get around to like adding, like changing things up and doing things slightly differently, which has been fun. But yeah, I've really been enjoying doing base game builds. Like at first I find them really frustrating because like there's just not a lot to work with, and like it's very limited on like the type of Sims that can live in the home. There's not enough modern stuff for like modern style builds. Like everything has to be kind of traditional or like a bit more dated than it is like super modern, and that kind of bugs me sometimes. But when I've been doing like the builds on my laptop and stuff, like the save file and stuff, I don't know what it was, but I just really enjoyed it. Like I really enjoyed making a build and like just tweaking it for the next sim that will live there, or have in mind, okay, this is for a group of Sims that are like a couple and they've just had a child and stuff like that. Like I just thought it was so cute. Those little details. Also, the kits were announced. There's 2 new kits coming. I know some people want to fan of kits. I personally don't mind them, but that's because I'm on console. So personally for me, it just adds more stuff to the game. I am a bit annoyed sometimes that we have to pay for it, and like people on PC can just get stuff like that for free with CC. Sometimes it does bug me, but most of the time I'm just a bit like, if I don't like it, I won't buy it. Like I don't have to buy every single pack or kit. I'm not much of a collector when it comes to things like that. Like I'm fine if I don't have all the packs and kits. It's absolutely fine with me. I'm working my way through, and I didn't realize actually there's only one expansion pack I don't have, and that's Get Famous. I didn't realize there wasn't as many expansion packs as there are with like stuff packs and game packs. For some reason I didn't realize that, so I only have one more expansion pack to get, and then I have all the expansion packs, which is pretty exciting because I feel like the expansion packs are things like I would want more than like game packs and stuff, because not all the game packs are my taste and not all the stuff packs are my taste, but the expansion packs all come with things I could work with and play around with. So yeah, Get Famous is next on my list. But yeah, the new kits. We got a clutter kit coming, and then also the pastels pop kit, I think it is. I don't know if I want the pastel pop kit. And the thing is, like, with the kits, the ones I say I don't think I'm gonna get, once I see people put it in their game and they use it, I'm like, oh, that swatch is nice. Or, oh, I can see myself using that. And then I'll probably get it. So we'll see what happens when I see how the other creators kind of use the kit and stuff. But the clutter kit, I know I definitely want anyway. Like that's what I'm definitely gonna get, because it's very handy, especially if I want to do like base game builds. You can do a base game build with just the clutter kit. Like I feel like that would add so much more. I don't think the clutter kit comes with any photos though, but it does come with like wall details, which is handy. I saw one that has like a fishing rod and like some photos, and I was like, how did this not already be in the game? How can like fishing be in the game and like we don't have like extra fishing details and stuff to like really tell a story? So yeah, I also got to think about doing a house for like a fisherman. The next base game build that I want to do, that's for a base game kind of skill career, is one for the criminal career, because I was like, I never play with that career, never do anything with that career. I think it'll be really fun to do a bit of like a white picket fence kind of home, and then they have like a spooky, not a spooky, but like a suspicious basement, let's say. So like maybe they're doing some naughty things down there, some illegal things down there. So I thought that might be a cool thing to do. And the neighbors are just like, they've accumulated a lot of money, but we don't know where it comes from. I don't know what they really do. So the neighbors are a bit suspicious of them, but they just get on with their lives and do whatever they do to get the money that they get. So I was thinking that could be the next one I do. And then I could think maybe I'll cross over with the fishing, gardening. I'll kind of pair them two together. But yeah, you would have just seen me doing the grandparents' bedroom. It came together really quickly. I picked out the beds beforehand because I just found it was easier that way, because I can get stuck sometimes and want to faff around with different things. So I just thought, pick a bed, put it in the room, and then work with that. And as you guys know, if you've watched my videos before, I do pick a bed and then pick the color scheme based on the bed, or the bedspread. Basically, that's kind of how I do it. It just makes it easier for me, and then also the room feels a bit more cohesive that way. So I didn't know what else to put in this room, so I just gave them like a little TV, I gave them a plant. I did put a toy box up here, so they still have access to play with toys in their room. But if they wanted to, maybe they had friends over, they can have that space downstairs to like play with friends and things like that, which I thought was a cute idea. And I just added a random bits of clutter because it's a child's room. It's not meant to be so put together. So I had to remind myself of that, but it doesn't have to be so neat and tidy. And yeah, like I said, the grandparents' room came together really quickly as well. So I put the bed, knew I was going to do a bit of a blue theme for that bedroom. And then I changed up the wallpapers. Like as I was changing the wallpapers for the master bedroom, I ended up changing the child's bedroom to like the same wallpaper but instead of the white, it was yellow. And then also the grandparents' bedroom, I changed the white to the like a brown color, and I think it worked really well for that room. I really like the way the screenshots turned out. I feel like the screenshots for the child's room is a bit saturated, and I have to tweak that. But it's a long story. I basically had to like remove the presets I had for my screenshots. Like I had a preset ready for like my screenshots, so I could just add that to my photos and it automatically change how they look. And I deleted them, so I had to figure out what they look like. So they don't look the same as my other screenshots, basically. And yeah, that was a bit of a faff, but it's fine. For anyone who's not from the UK, a faff just means like a bit of a, how do I explain it? A bit of like a nuisance, just a bit annoying. It takes a bit longer. I don't know how else to explain it. Like when I say it, I know what I mean, but how do I explain it? But yeah, what was I gonna say? Okay, so the master bedroom is what I've moved on to, and this archway, it leads towards the balcony, right? But I really wanted the balcony to be attached to the bedroom, so I ended up swapping it round. So the archway is now on the opposite side, and the bedroom is now attached, so you can go to the balcony from the bedroom basically. So it's just literally flipped around. So the archway is now leading towards the bedroom that is for like the master bedroom basically. So it's literally just flipped the opposite way around, because I did all of this and then once I finished I was like, I don't like this. And then flipped it because and then also I realized they had no windows, and I was like, a bedroom without windows feels like a prison to me. So I just felt like they don't deserve that, you know. They work hard, so they deserve some windows. So yeah, that's why I swapped it, because I was like, at least if there was a hallway and it was leading to the bathroom and had no windows, I can live with that. But no bedroom having a window, yeah, that was weird to me. But I was like, I didn't even want to change it because I really liked the way I cluttered up the little space near the door, like with the hanging clothes and like the box of boxes and the little violin. I don't know why, but I thought maybe the granddad played the violin and maybe he's trying to teach the child how to play the violin as well. I thought that was a cute concept. But yeah, we got the lounge chairs. Also, this is why I wanted it to be attached to the bedroom, because I just felt like this would be cute for them to have as a lounge space. They can just like lounge out here, relax, watch I don't know, the trees. That was a terrible reason to sit outside on the balcony. Why would you want to watch? I mean, if you want to watch the trees, go ahead. I probably would, but probably wouldn't be specifically watching the trees. Maybe like the birds in the trees, or like maybe there's like squirrels and like you can just like find entertainment from that. But yeah, let's move on from the trees. So in the bedroom, I just struggled so much with the layout of this. And I think I struggled as well because I wanted the fireplace there. Because I do like, if I have a chimney, I do like to actually have a fireplace in the house. Because I do like the effect of when you light it, you can see the smoke coming out the chimneys. I love that. It just makes me feel so cozy in The Sims. But trying to figure out where to put the fireplace and if I want it to be super realistic. And like, a fireplace doesn't normally move in a house. Like once it's there, it's normally like there. You don't tend to move it because it, like, you would have to change where the chimney, you would have to change a lot in order for the fireplace to function properly, like in real life. So in The Sims, I try and be realistic as well. So I didn't want to move the fireplace too much, but in the end, I just moved the room anyway and then kept the fireplace like where the chimney is, so it made sense. And I wanted a little space to sit in front of the fireplace because I thought that'd be cute as well. Give them a bookcase, and I tried to fit in a window, and then that's when I was like, yeah, this room needs to move because having a window feels so weird. So I do end up moving it. But we are going to come to the end and you are going to see the screenshots all of the final build all decorated. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, this build again is up on the gallery, so you can go and download it. And yeah guys, I'll see you on Tuesday for a new video. Take care guys, bye.